Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're doing our 1 month 1 palette. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My birthday month went fabulously. I think I had some amazing eyeshadow looks, including the one I've got on today. They were a bit dramatic, very shimmery, and I just really enjoyed them. And it was based basically on 2 palettes. All month I basically just was using 2 palettes, and let's talk about them. So they are kind of identical palettes in so many ways, but there are some distinct differences between the two. The first palette is by L'Oreal. It is the Squad. It is called the It's called 106 Boudoir Charm. Charm with an E at the end there. It's just a really, really simple palette because it completely mimics a lot of other things I have in my collection, including this one. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Quad. And this is in the shade 70 Copper Chic, and that is what that one looks like. In general, both of these eyeshadows have really good qualities to them. Like, they both lasted all day. They had great pigmented payoff. The L'Oreal, I feel like, is a little bit more office work appropriate. It has less shimmer in it. You basically have 3 shimmers. Actually, you know what, to be honest with you, you probably have 3 shimmers and one almost to the glitter part of it. This white cream down here has that reflective look to it, although when you put it on your eye, it's really just like a glowy, light tone. I have a light tone skin tone, and so it just basically made my eyes glow. That's all it was. And then the other 3 were absolutely beautiful. I actually don't have any of these on my eyes today, but I do have the Maybelline one on my eyes today. I've got this shimmery dark brown in my outer corner. It's that shade right there. And then I've got this white cream all in the center here. These are definitely all glitters. These are highly, highly reflective. There is a lot of shimmer in there. There's nothing bad about my eye look today. And I actually kind of enjoy it. I never thought I would say that because I always feel like I was like, do mattes as the shading and then use your pop of shimmer on the inner corner or on the lid, you know, do like a little halo thing. But I really am just liking the all shimmer look. I hope you guys do too. I know you probably can't tell just because I've got horrible lighting, but like it's all shimmer and I think it looks pretty nice. It's dramatic, definitely a dramatic look. I'm glad I work at Ulta and I'm not going back to the museum with this look on. But I love this. I think that I really, both of these are such good quality. However, I found myself leaning more towards the full shimmer of the Maybelline than the more natural of the L'Oreal. I think if I was in a different situation, like say I was in an office setting again, say I was back in the museum field, I think I'd be reaching for this one a whole lot more than I would the Maybelline, but with just that amount of shimmer that I'm looking for, the Maybelline just has it. Like, that's all it is. It's just what level of intensity are you looking for in shine, and right now I'm looking more for the Maybelline than the L'Oreal. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these, by the way. Like, they are actually really good. I remember I was thinking about why I picked this one up, and I think it was either Jessica Braun recommended it or another YouTuber did. But I think Jessica Braun talked about this, and she talked about how much she loved these. And I totally see it. It's absolutely lovely. I will also say this shade right here, this kind of pink apricot shimmer, just has a bit more pop than that one does. This is really 2 very deep shades on the top here that are going to be those outer corner shades that I don't go through at all, really. Like, I don't even plan on panning dark shades. It's like if I hit pan, I'm good to go. Like, I've gotten my use out of that dark shade. It's time to move on just because I use the light shade so much more. So in this, I know if I was going to keep this, I would pan these 2 and leave these 2 alone. When, if I pan this one, I'm going to pan these 3 and have just one kind of that darker, deeper shade to go through. So I am going to declutter the L'Oreal. Like, I do think this is a fantastic palette though. Like, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you have this, pull it out. I'm sure you're going to love it. But I am going to keep the Eye Studio by Maybelline just because it has what I'm looking for at this moment in time. Now, 3 years from now, will I regret this? Probably not. Because I have so many neutral palettes like this. I have so many that are a mix of mattes. Like I can think of 4 right now in my head that just have like matte basic shadows like this. And if I want just like a shimmery cream shade, I'm sure I've got that in my collection. Instead of going for the glitter, if I just want that shimmer, I am 90% sure I already have that in my collection. So yeah, I'm gonna let this one go and I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm really excited to use this one again. Like there's just something about it that gets me excited, and that's what I want in my collection. I want to look at products and get really, really excited about them. So yay, I'm excited. 1 down, 1 keep, but that is good for me. Let's go to what I'm gonna use for the month of June. I just bought this. This was part of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty this spring. And I don't know, I'm being drawn to these colors for spring. So this is the Venus 3 by Lime Crime. I did get it 50% off, and I haven't even peeled off the paper yet. What I was drawn to about this palette is it does have a lot of shades that I'm just getting more and more used to using. You have these 2 almost like pressed glitters here. One is in the shade Beam, and one is in the shade Heavenly. And they're just as highly reflective. They're almost like eyeshadow toppers that I think are really beautiful. Your Beam almost is like a fuchsia, and then your Heavenly is more like a taupe shimmer. I know I'm gonna love that Heavenly. I also am really drawn to this Dreamy here. It's this rose matte pink that this summer, I'm just really kind of feeling, if I could just do like a wash of this on the eyeshadow, I think that'd be nice and fresh, and it wouldn't be as heavy as what I'm wearing now. And I'm kind of leaning towards maybe I should go a little bit fresher at the moment. I don't know, I just feel like I went pretty heavy in May, and I'm kind of feeling, well, nice. Rapture is what I'm a little worried about. It's this shimmery pink ice to it, but it has this blue shimmer in it. What? I don't know, that just looks really interesting to me. So you guys know I'm going to be drawn to these. Beloved looks absolutely beautiful. It's a mauve purple brown, and it's got a shimmer to it as well. I think that one would be pretty all over the eyes. Maybe not as washed out as Dreamy, but like, I don't know, there's just something about those shades. I think they work really well together. You've got Bliss, which I think is interesting for this palette. It's much warmer than the rest of the palette. I'm interested to see how that plays together. Paradise, I've got my purple. I'm always about the purples. And then Ecstasy is a very cool tone brown that's matte. So there are only 3 mattes in this palette. So I'm interested to see if I can get some good looks out of it, if it's worth my while. I've heard wonderful things about Lime Crime shadows in general. Like, do you remember when Venus first launched and it was like everyone's jam? That's kind of what I'm going off of. But oh, what's really interesting is these 2 glitter toppers are really, really toppers. Like, there's very little color in it. The other ones are good payoff, nothing amazing, but good. This one in particular actually is catching my eye. This one I put here is Beloved. That's really interesting. I'm excited about this. We'll see what ends up happening when I like go a little further in depth to this palette and start using it more and more and more. But I'm excited. I think this is a good one for June. It's not too fussy. It's like I want washes of colors now, and I want something. It's so freaking hot here. It's so hot. It's so, oh, and the humidity. Oh my goodness. I probably caked stuff on my face because I was so nervous it was gonna fall off. I'm just sweating up a storm, and so I really need to find some good long-lasting eyeshadows, and I'm hoping these are it. I'm hoping there's not too much fallout. I'm hoping it's just like a little wash of color that I can keep on all day and not worry about it. So Lime Crime, here we go. I'm excited to test it and give it some love. Let me know down below if there are any tips or tricks you have to using the palette the best. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy panning, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.